With Syrian rebels facing defeat, Arab countries are starting to reach out to Syria, ending years of diplomatic isolation. There is now growing pressure for Turkey among the principal backers of the rebels to do the same.
Because all the Arab countries are now realizing that Assad is going to stay in power, and that's the reason why they are now considering opening their embassies, for example, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, etc. All the Arab countries are now trying to embrace the Syrian administration again, but Turkey is not doing that. So I think the key to the solution is to establish a dialogue between Ankara and Damascus.
Returning the 4 million Syrian refugees who fled the civil war is a top campaign promise by Turkey's main opposition, Republican People's Party, CHP. The party argues that restoring diplomatic ties with Syria, cut at the start of the conflict, is key to fulfilling that pledge, which has widespread support in Turkey. But President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is ruling out any change. It's a stance backed by some experts who say bestowing legitimacy on the Damascus regime must be part of a broader, inclusive political solution.
Problem is giving legitimacy and political recognition. I think the regime has to prove itself, the regime has to prove that they are sincere about seeking a real political solution. But up to now, this is not the case.
Turkey's military presence in Syria could also complicate any restoration of relations with Syria. Damascus is calling for a Turkish pullout. The Turkish forces are in Syria to counter the predominantly Kurdish Syrian Democratic Forces, which Ankara accuses of having links to Kurdish separatists fighting in Turkey, a charge the SDF denies. Given the complex situation in Syria, some analysts warn restoring Syrian diplomatic ties is not a solution on its own.
Turkey should be more active in opening those diplomatic channels with various Arab countries, Israel and Syria, but also Turkey should talk to different actors like the SDF in the east of Euphrates, and also to Brussels.
Damascus and Ankara share common ground in their opposition to Syrian Kurdish aspirations for autonomy, and that could yet prove to be a powerful impetus for a rapprochement between the neighbours. Dorian Jones for VOA News, Istanbul.